There we are. Like, it took forever to go live this morning. We waited legit 30 seconds. So if this, I don't know, for one reason or another gets laggy, I'm so sorry. While people are hopping on, let's do the pledge. I brought the flag out for us today. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. All right. I told you, if it was nice today, we were going to be outside and we were going to do a pallet project. And I, in the interest of time, went ahead and got started with almost everything except cutting it down here on this last board. So I took a whole pallet and I went ahead and I just eyeballed across the other side. Some of the boards wanted to bind a little bit for me, so I had to take them off as I went. There we are. Sorry about that. Poor connection. All right, so I hope you got the part where I cut apart some of those from the other side, and Cruz is going to hold the phone over here for me so that we can get started. What you're going to need is, I got this super handy-dandy little wheelie majobber extension cord. I've got my old trusty saw from Great Uncle Irvin, so yeah, you can imagine it's probably not super quiet. You're going to want a drill bit of some sort to pre-drill some holes. Hey, while I'm talking about that, if you want to change those things, this is called a drill chuck or a bit chuck. I don't know. I've heard it a couple different ways. And it fits in this tiny hole, and you can tighten or loosen and put different bits in there with that. You're going to want a pencil. You got some sort of screw. Now, these aren't outdoor rated, but they were what I had, so it'll work for today. I've also got, you can use a regular screwdriver, but this is going to go a whole lot faster, thanks to Uncle Mike, or not Uncle, Cousin Mike. Cousin Mike to you. He seems like an uncle. We got some power tools here that will flip back and forth with a battery. And you want a tape measure. This, ladies and gentlemen,
it is over a foot long.
Well, most tape measures are at least 16 feet, and that'll be plenty for us today. And this gadget is called a square. And I realize it's not square, but it helps you
It's a right angle.
it is a right angle, helps you make cuts that are square, 90 degrees.
Square, right?
So those are the things that we're going to need. Of course, we didn't use a square for this. So Cruz is going to, we don't need the tape measure quite yet. Cruz is going to, and then stand back a ways.
Yeah,
so that you don't get...
Yeah. Wood chipped.
All right. And normally you'd wear a dust mask for this because the dust comes up, but since I'm just going to do this in a hurry and you wouldn't be able to hear me, I'm just going to go. And like I said, you would do that all along all those boards. I just left one to do. Now, honestly, if I wanted to put this across the back of the doggy bed, did I even tell you what we were doing today? We were making a doggy bed today. Because the dogs, they sleep in the garage. And it tends to, that cement floor tends to have moisture come up underneath of it. So we're going to lift that up off the floor so that it can wick and dry out. So now on this side, we got, it's not pretty, but you know, if you wanted to, you could paint it or do whatever when we're done with it. So the next step, so that the pillow doesn't come off, is to put some sort of a railing or an edge on here. And I just measured between, there's two boards, two support boards here. I just measured the width of those, and it was 20.5 inches. Cruz, stop. They can't tell what you're pointing at. Okay, so I just measured it, and it was 20.5 inches. Come over here so they can see it better. And of course,
Cooper!
No, come here.
I want to hit him so bad.
But we love him so much. He's just a puppy, and he's learning. So, 20.5 inches. Measure twice, cut once. So I found this in the barn. It's nice and dusty for y'all, but hey, the nice thing about these projects is that you can usually use some scraps. So 20.5 inches put me right here. So I measured that, and then I used my square, and I realized you don't need this big of a square, but
It's working with what you got.
yeah, does the trick, doesn't it?
I couldn't
so
really.
You square it up along the side, and then you can draw yourself a line so that it's a 90-degree angle. All right, one more cut.
Then we're set for life.
No, not for life. All right, every saw tends to have a little piece that sticks up right up front. That would generally be what your line is to follow, okay? You see that? And I can see it's moving, so I'm going to move my foot so it's firm. And guess what? I got real lucky. The board that I found, it's actually
Perfect.
exactly half, so I won't even have to make another cut again. So, next, what I did was pre-drilled some holes.
I don't know why I'm mad at you.
Cruz, focus.
But he's so cute.
All right, so
Don't
look at
eat
what I
it.
did was,
No,
it's okay,
no.
it's okay, it's okay. No. So, I pre-drilled some holes here to show you what we were going to do so that we could screw it into. And a nail would work too, but a screw is just easier. I'm having all kinds of help here. No, Cooper, get back. So, we're going to do 2 on the other side. And when you're drilling, you want to make sure you're off the edge so you don't... Can you worry less about the dog and more about what we're doing here? So I'm going to drill and hold the phone myself since Cruz can't focus. Make sure that the holes are on the same side. So I've got them up here. They've got to be on the same side, or else you're going to be drilling into
Something else.
nowhere. All right, your turn. Pre-drilled the holes. And then we got our, like I said, our random everyday, like just probably not the perfect screw for this job, but like I said, it's what I had. And sometimes, like these days when you just can't go to the store for everything, that'll do the trick. All right, so like I said, you could screw that by hand, but it's going to take a whole lot longer. Now, I went a little bit too far. Here's this cool little thing. See this?
It can reverse.
I can reverse it. There's a button on every drill that makes it go backwards. See what? You probably won't be able to see. Now it goes the other direction. So I'm going to loosen these up just a little bit. Whoops. Wrong way. All right.
That sounded delightful.
It does sound delightful. Right. Screechy early in the morning. Now,
Kinda sounds like
I
a
showed you
baby
that Chuck
rabbit.
with the other one, I think because we're just too close to the building. Okay, it's reconnecting. There we go. He's going to stand over on this side. So this here has, you can hand tighten it because just by releasing and holding onto there, I don't know, some smart person was like, hey, I keep losing my chucks all the time. So I'm going to use that. All right. One side of the bed coming up. And just make sure it's even and not hanging too low. Now, let's see. Am I going the right way? I'm going the right way now. Okay.
Where's Teddy?
Oh, I'm not going the right way. And my thing is moving on me. All right. I got a better grip now. Better grip. There. All right, so 2 screws, since they're just dogs, I mean, it won't, but that'll be enough to keep the bed on there. We'll do the other side. And then if you want to get real fancy, you can do something up here, you know, bigger, tall one. And you can maybe write your dog's name on the back if you want to get super duper fancy. But anyway, another project that we've done in the past is we made some little shade porticos or whatever you want to call them. See them right there? Half of a pallet for the chickens so that they could have some shade since the trees don't do anything for them in the afternoon when it's summer. And then we also made this. He's trying to distract me. I'll never guess where Teddy is. Can you believe that that big old dog fits underneath Sissy's Mustang? Okay, so that can also be a pallet project. Just a back of a headboard that you're not using anymore, and then a bench. So that's the kitties like to sit up there. But anyway, that project, like I said, doesn't take very long. The pallets, we get those with our mineral tubs. They're free. Lots of people will have them sometimes. So if you decide that you want to make the project, you certainly can, or something similar. We're going to quick do our song.
Oh, in here?
Uh-huh. I was prepared.
Yeah.
In here. Just give me a second to get out there.
Accordion?
Uh-huh.
Oh, my. Atlanta, Georgia.
Atlanta, Georgia.
Atlanta. There's no such thing as a Moanta, right?
No. All right, we're going to turn it so the sun's not glaring on the page. And so that it's...
Let's make it so it's not tipping over.
All right. If you want to get
and
a
then
straight
Teddy's
angle on
going
that.
under there.
The other night, dear, as I lay sleeping, I dreamed I held you in my arms. When I awoke, dear, I was sleeping, so I hid my head and I cried. You are my sunshine, I are the sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we moved closer to the house. So sorry about this. We're gonna do this? Take 3, I guess? Here. Help me out, little man. And they probably can't see the words, but here we go.
But they can see Cooper.
All right. If it doesn't work this time, we'll just have to say see you later.
And they can also see Teddy.
Nope. Cruz, hold it there with the music so they can see the words.
But they like the dogs better.
Hold it really still. You look through there so that you can see it. Ugh, we go through this every day. Okay.
But there's so many.
All right. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are green. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. The other night, dear, as I lay sleeping, I dreamed I held you in my arms. When I awoke, dear, I was mistaken, so I held my head and I cried. Yep. There he is. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be a gorgeous day. Once a week, I tell everybody that they need to try and get outside and do at least like a 8 to 10 minute run. Or if you can't run the whole thing, that's fine. Get out, brisk, walk, whatever you got. It's going to be a gorgeous day. Go ahead and do that. Sorry about the connectivity issues today. Tomorrow, we'll probably be in the kitchen. See you soon.